In this video, we will learn angles made by the transversal. If two lines are cut by a transversal, we can observe 8 kinds of different angles formed with these lines. All the angles are different from each other. Some are interior, exterior, adjacent angles and even corresponding angles. Let us learn in detail. Angles made by the transversal. Here we have two lines L and M. It is cut by a transversal. We have 8 angles here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 angles formed in these two lines when it is cut by a transversal. So there are different angles formed when the transversal cut the lines. Now let us see what are the pairs of corresponding angles. Angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. Angle 3 and angle 7 are corresponding angles. Like that, angle 2 and angle 6 are corresponding angles. And another pair of corresponding angles is 4 and angle 8. So we have angle 1 and angle 5, angle 4 and angle 8, angle 3 and angle 7, angle 2 and angle 6. Now let us see the pairs of corresponding angles property. If two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, each pair of corresponding angles are equal. So we know that angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. So angle 1 equal to angle 5. Angle 3 is equal to angle 7. Angle 2 is equal to angle 6. Angle 4 is equal to angle 8. Now let us see interior angles. So in this, what are the interior angles? Yes, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6 are interior angles. 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6 are interior angles. Now, let us see the property of alternate interior angles. What are the pair of alternate interior? We know 3, 4, 5, 6 are interior angles. Alternate interior angles are angle 3 and angle 6, angle 4 and angle 5 are alternate interior angles. So angle 3 and angle 6, angle 4 and angle 5 are alternate interior angles. So the property is if two lines are cut by a transversal, each pair of alternate interior angles are equal. So angle 3 is equal to angle 6 and angle 4 is equal to angle 5. So this is the second property. So alternate interior angles are equal. First we learned corresponding angles are equal. Now alternate interior angles are equal. Now exterior angles. So what are the exterior angles here? 1, angle 2, angle 7, angle 8. These are the exterior angles. So angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8. So pairs of alternate exterior angles. So what are the pairs of alternate exterior angles? Angle 1 and angle 8, angle 2 and angle 7. So angle 1 and angle 8, angle 2 and angle 7 are pairs of alternate exterior angles. So here also we have the property that alternate exterior angles, if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then alternate exterior angles are equal. So angle 2 is equal to angle 7, angle 1 equal to angle 8. Pairs of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So same side of the interior angles on the same side. So what are the interior angles on the same side of this transversal? Angle 3 and angle 5, angle 4 and angle 6. These are the two pairs of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So angle 3 and angle 5, angle 4 and angle 6. So if two lines parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then each pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Supplementary means the sum is 180 degrees. So angle 3 plus angle 5 equal to 180 degrees, and angle 6 plus angle 4 is 180 degrees. So angles on the same side of the transversal is 180 degrees only if they are between two parallel lines. Now let us learn few sums from exercise 5.2. State the property that is used in each of the following statements. First question, if A parallel to B, then angle 1 equal to angle 5. We know that if two lines are parallel and it is cut by a transversal, then the corresponding angles are equal. Angle 1, angle 5. They are corresponding angles, so A is parallel to B. If angle 4 equal to angle 6, then A parallel to B. What is the property used in this statement? Angle 4, angle 6. They are alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles, angles are equal. If angle 4 plus angle 5 equal to 180 degrees, then A parallel to B. What is this property? Angle 4, look at the picture, angle 4 and angle 5 are at the same side of the transversal. Then the sum is 180 if two lines are parallel. In the adjoining figure, identify the pairs of corresponding angles. So we have four pairs of corresponding angles. We already seen this. So angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. Angle 4 and angle 8 are corresponding angles. Angle 2 and angle 6 are corresponding angles. Angle 3 and angle 7 are corresponding angles. So the pairs of corresponding angles are these. Pairs of alternate interior angles. So we already know this, angle 2 and angle 8, then angle 3 and angle 5 are alternate interior angles. The pairs of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So we know that interior angles in this picture are angle 2, angle 3, angle 5 and angle 8. What are the interior angles on the same side of the transversal? Angle 3 and angle 8, angle 2 and angle 5. Angle 2 and angle 5, angle 3 and angle 8 are the pairs of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. The vertically opposite angles. So we have four pairs of vertically opposite angles in this figure. Angle 1 and angle 3, angle 2 and angle 4, angle 5 and angle 7, angle 6 and angle 8. So these are the pairs of vertically opposite angles in this picture. In the adjoining figure, P parallel to Q, find the unknown angles. So if two lines are parallel and it is cut by a transversal, and if we know the one angle, we can find all the other angles. So here angle D is equal to angle 125 degrees, because angle D and angle 125 degrees are corresponding angles. So we also know that angle in a straight line is 180 degrees. See, look at the picture. Angle E plus 125 is equal to 180 degrees, linear pair. So when we add these two, we'll get 180 degrees. So angle E is equal to 180 minus 125, that is equal to 55 degrees. So angle E is 55 degrees. So what is angle F? Angle F is also 55 degrees because they are vertically opposite angles. So angle E is equal to angle F. Now, angle C and angle F are corresponding angles. So, they are equal. We know that corresponding angles are equal when two lines are parallel. So, C is equal to angle F. And angle C and angle A, look at the picture. Angle C and angle A are equal because the reason is they are vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. So, they are equal. Again, angle D we already found 125 degrees. So, angle D and angle B are also vertically opposite angles. So, they are 125 degrees. So, F and E are vertically opposite angles of 55 degrees. B and D are 125 degrees. Angle C and angle F equal to 55 degrees corresponding angles. Find the value of x in each of the following figures if L parallel to M. So we are given angle 110 degrees and angle x. Let us take this angle be y. So if we find the value of y, then we can easily find the value of x. So we know that corresponding angles are equal. So angle y is equal to 110 degrees. So x plus y is equal to 180 degrees because it is a straight line because of linear pair. So x plus y is equal to 180 degrees, and then we substitute angle y is equal to 110 degrees. We get angle x equal to 70 degrees. Find the value of x in each of the following figures if L is parallel to M. So look at the picture. L and M are two parallel lines. We have two transverses A and B. So it is very easy to find the angles. What are the angles equal here? Angle x and angle 100 are corresponding angles since L and M are parallel and A is the transversal. So angle x equal to 100 degrees. In the given figure, the arms of two angles are parallel. If angle ABC equal to 70 degrees, then find angle DGC and angle DEF. So first let us take AB parallel to DG. Or if look at the picture, AB parallel to, look at the two lines AB and GD. They are cut by a transversal BC. So what will be this angle? BC is the transversal. So let us angle DGB. Look at the picture. Angle DGC is equal to 70 degrees. Since that two lines are parallel lines and BC is the transversal, you can use corresponding angles property. So DGC equal to 70 degrees. Now let us take BC and EF. BC parallel to EF. So what are the corresponding angles here? DE is the transversal, BC and EF are parallel lines. So look at the picture. This angle DEF is also equal to DGC. So 70 degrees. DEF is also equal to 70 degrees because they are corresponding angles. In the given figures below, decide whether L is parallel to M. So how will you find L is parallel to M? So we know the property angles on the same side of the transversal is 180 degrees. So we have two angles on same side of the transversal. So when you add these two angles, what answer will you get? So let us add. L and M are two parallel lines and N is a transversal. So we know that sum of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is 180 degrees. So 126 plus 44 degrees is equal to 170 degrees. It's not 180. So they are not parallel. So if two lines are parallel lines, then the sum of two interior angles on the same side of the transversal is 180 degrees. So here it's not 180 degrees. So they are not parallel. Here n is the transversal. Let us assume that angle x be formed due to the intersection of straight lines L and N. So let us mark x on this figure. So angle x equal to 57 degrees because they are vertically opposite angles. So our parallel lines condition is the sum of the angles on the same side of the transversal is 180 degrees. Let us check that angle x equal to 57 degrees. So if we add, we must get 180 degrees. So angle x equal to 123 degrees plus 57 degrees equal to 180 degrees. Yes, so L is parallel to M. In this picture, L and M are two lines and N is a transversal. So let us assume that angle X, look at the picture, let us take this angle as X. It is vertically opposite to 75 degrees. So value of X is 75 degrees. Now also we know that angles in the same side of the transversal equal to 180 degrees. But here angle x equal to 75 degrees. When we add these two, we get 150 degrees. So they are not parallel. Let us assume that angle x be formed due to the intersection of the straight lines L and N. So what is angle x here? Angle x equal to 180 minus 98 degrees because it is linear pair. So we get angle x plus 98 degrees equal to 180 degrees. So angle x equal to 180 minus 98, that is equal to 82. So we also know that the corresponding angles will be equal. Here angle x equal to 82 degrees, but the other angle, corresponding angle is 72 degrees. So they are not, since they are not equal, the lines L and M are not parallel. Happy learning.